In the last episode of Deadman's Deliveries, I unboxed the Elite 3-pack NWO Hogan, Hall and Nash. In this episode, I unboxed another 3-pack, that being the 3 eras of John Cena. The last time is now. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Elite 3-pack unboxing. As you saw in the intro in the last episode, I unboxed the NWO 3-pack. If you want to see that, I will leave the link to it up there, or I will have done in the intro. But for this one, we've got another Elite 3-pack, that being the John Cena. I don't even know what it is, but it's 3 eras, 3 different time periods of John Cena in all his glory. We have, let's zoom out for this, we got John Cena written there. We have the 3 stages of Cena, the ruthless aggression, like early days, his rise to the top, and then his US title run from 2015. There it is. There's Titus O'Neil. And here are the 3 figures. So let's get this open. Where's my blade? Let's get this open. And yeah, I have unboxed, I have bought a lot of John Cena's in the last few weeks, months, years, pretty much since I started collecting figures, because wow, they make a lot of John Cena's, and even more so in his retirement year. I cannot open this box. What is up with this box? Even more so in his retirement year, they have just been funneling the John Cena figures out because it's his last year. They got to get them out. They're releasing basically every attire from this run, which, fair enough, a lot of people are going to buy them all, myself included. I am trying to buy all the John Cena's now because they do all look really cool. That's one thing about John Cena, all of his gears are very different. Well, not the gears, but you know what I mean. All of the everything except for the jorts is very different. But you see a lot of jorts John Cena, so I'm going to start there. I'm going to start with the most recent John Cena attire. This being, wow, it's really nice. This being from his 2015 US title Open Challenge run. Here he is in the blue and the yellow. It's the first John Cena. This is a really nice figure. I really like this figure. Wow, yeah, even the shoes, the green trainers, will start there. They show up, yeah, they show up green on camera. These are really nice. They're sort of lime, light green designs. I don't know what brand of trainers he has, but he has the green bottoms with the green designs going around both sides, and then the green laces with the black base. You got his calves there, his knee pads, and then the patented, the jorts of John Cena, the sort of dark greyish blue, and then the lighter grey waistband there. Really nice. You got the elastic band, dog tag, basic dog tag, just the silver chain with the 2 dog tags on it there, and then with the hat you got the blue with the black brim. Is that a brim? I think it is. With the yellow and black, you can't see me, with obviously the red across it. The black sort of strap on the cap, nothing on the back or the top. And then getting into the wristbands, on the left arm you have "You Can't See Me" matching the hat, and then, well, no, on both sides. Then he has the C Nation armband on his left arm. Now we have the you don't really get Velcro t-shirts anymore, so you got the full t-shirt. On the back you have the "Hustle, Loyalty, Respect" with like 5 different John Cena's on it. "Never Give Up" written in the red, John Cena down the bottom. Here you have him in like a thugonomic sort of gear. There he is in the current gear. It is actually like all of the sort of looks of Cena that are in the 3-pack, so that's quite cool. You have the "Never Give Up" sign, or "Hustle, Loyalty, Respect" with the peace sign, and then you got "You Can't See Me." Sorry, this is the front, of course that's the front. "You Can't See Me" is always on the back of his shirts. usually. And then getting into the figure itself, you have the classic John Cena smiley face head scan, which I really like. I think it's nice. It sort of looks like a new torso. Looks like a new torso to me. But yeah, the really light blue is very, very nice. So we're going to put this in there for now. Very, very nice. We'll get it out again at the end of the video. Super nice figure. And then to go with it, of course, we have the WWE United States Championship, which was a really nice belt design. Up next, we're going back to the days of ruthless aggression. Obviously, ruthless aggression era is when John Cena debuted, when he burst onto the scene against Kurt Angle and then rose to the very, very top. On his way to the top, obviously ending up with the WWE title, he won the US title, which he made his own spinner belt, which I actually have. I think my brother got it and now I've got the belt. But yeah, this actually spins, which is really cool. And it works a lot better than the WWE title as well, which is nice. But getting into the accessories, we will get into the belt first, because this is the first time I've ever owned this belt other than the real belt, which is weird. I do have a Jack's version of it, to be fair. I don't know what that says. It's really shiny, that's the thing. It looks like sort of a Y or a 5. Is it a 5? Let me see it up close. Yeah, it looks like a 5 or an S. Yeah, I think it's a 5 on the two side plates. Then you have the American flag, and then in the middle you have Word Life US John Cena champion. Really cool, very nice belt, and it actually spins, which is such a nice touch. Really, really nice. And then getting into the figure itself and the accessories, you got the Word Life brass knucks, which come off very easily. This is like my second pair of these. Originally came with the Elite 76 from his WrestleMania 35 impromptu segment with Elias. Then you have, before he had the cap, he had the visor with the old WWE logo / WWF logo with Word Life written very subtly in the back. And here he is with that sort of crew cut, the bit of a longer hairstyle from John Cena back in the day. Really, really nice. And before he had the dog tags, he had the padlock, the chain around his neck. Finally, on the accessories, this is a really, really accessory heavy set. I'm not complaining, because it makes your collection look way cooler and obviously a lot more accurate, and they just stand out. Especially John Cena figures, all of them stand out. As I was saying, they all look very different. Obviously with this one it's very, very different. Well, I mean, you should say it doesn't stand out because it's camouflage. It says "You can't see me" with the old WWE logo in there, and then on the back you've got nothing. It's just camouflage, which obviously you can't see me, which is where that began. And then over years and years and years of all the memes and stuff like that, it has led to the inception of a completely invisible John Cena, which I will leave the review to that in the link down, link up there, sorry, in which I also unboxed the Elite 119. Other John Cenas I have include the Ultimate Edition, his third Ultimate Edition. I've also got his Elite 95. I also have his second Ultimate Edition, which is the most similar to the figure I'm currently unboxing, which has a really, really nice torso, different torso. As I said, is a different torso design on this Cena, and I really like the look of the jaws. They look so accurate. I feel like these are the sort of things that you only notice if you're a collector and you have like this many John Cenas. You only notice like how these jaws look really different to anything I have in my collection. To me, like, just look at the length of them compared to that Cena. Like, it actually looks quite similar, but yeah, maybe the casts are a bit bigger, I don't know, but they just look very, very unique. You got I don't know what these trainers were, if they were like, I'm not even gonna try and attempt it, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know what they were, but they're the black and the white simple trainer designs. they actually stand okay. I don't really like this mold of trainer for John Cena, but then you have the very subtle knee pads, which I prefer the look of that to like this look, to be fair. But I like both. You got the blue jorts with a belt buckle, and then the white Word Life waistband. Then you have the old WWE logo Word Life on the two wristbands, and then on the armband, which you don't get the removable ones, which is a weird choice. And then a bit of a weird head scan, you know, quite a different era of John Cena, but again, very, very nice, very nice. And then getting into the final, but the first era of John Cena is even further into his run, or even sooner into his run, is this snazzy little number he's got going on. You got the old WWE scratch logo microphone up here, and then this red WWE logo visor, which is very nice. And then he has a little two-piece co-ord sort of tracksuit of sorts, which is very interesting, but it's quite nice. You've got the red, the black, and the white. It's fully black on the back. I didn't know that, with the white trim, so it's like half red, half black. And then a bit differently on the back, you have the red, and then the black and the white, separating it. And then this is the sort of weird period in between John Cena being the prototype and being John Cena, because he's still wearing the prototype gear, you know, the flashy colors, no neck on this figure at all. He's got like the yellow, just the yellow and the black really on this figure, but he still, you know, he was doing the wrapping and stuff, so he was sort of coming out of being the prototype. He was moving towards being John Cena. Interesting head scan, big forehead, really light eyebrows, but he's still got that old crew cut. Different torso is really visible here, but he's got really got no neck, which is interesting. This is actually my favorite. It's one of my favorite John Cena head scans, at least. It's like the Ruthless Aggression screaming one, so I'm going to pop it on there. I think that looks a bit better, actually, more of a neck on there. And I'm now going to just try it on all these other figures as well. Yeah, looks nice on there. And then we take it to the most recent one and pop it on there as well. Looks, yeah, really good. What a set. I'm very happy with this set. This is awesome. Pre-ordered it off of Smith's. I'm not going to put all the clothes back on because oh, leg's a bit off there. See that? The thigh muscle. Gonna have to keep an eye on that. But I'll probably try and heat it up, take it off and pop it back on again. I haven't actually tested. Yeah, Vietnamese stuck leg syndrome there. That one, I've just got to be careful about it actually coming off the joint. So yeah, this one definitely needs heated up. Other than that, really nice set. I mean, it's a nice set regardless, but it's just annoying to have to deal with that when you pay money for these figures and then there's glaring QC issues with them. But I guess I went 5 out of 6 on not having them. But yeah, really nice set. I will definitely feature these on the channel at some point as well. I'm just cautious that my storage will run out if I go on much longer, so I'm not gonna. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe, comment, turn your notifications on if you want. If you don't want to, then fair enough. Just keep watching videos until you do. How about that? But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, that's about it. I've really great set. Okay, bye. You can't see me, literally.